Dr. Disrespect finally addressed the entire situation regarding his inappropriate Twitch whispers with a minor. So obviously it all started with the Twitter allegations from the former Twitch employee, and then Dr. Disrespect himself responded on Twitter and then talked about it a little bit on stream and then admitted to it on Twitter. He admitted that the allegations were true. Then he took a vacation for 2 months. Now he's back and he walked through the whole thing on stream. So this is the teaser that he put out yesterday saying he would be streaming the next day. Kind of ironic he would put himself going to an island of all places after the allegations put against him. But regardless, he posted today that he'd be live in 30 minutes. Vacation's over. Let's begin. And then this is the stream that happened 6 years ago as of me recording this. That just is called The Truth. And he starts off the stream by playing Wordle instead of actually addressing the allegations and making fun of the people who were wanting him to address the allegations. And he is very, very much so dragging it out.
Elephant in the room, Doc. We're waiting.
Oh my god. Oh god. It's the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of the thing I've ever.
Just relax, man.
So that's the way he kicks off the stream, and that goes on for like 5-6 more minutes until he actually starts talking about the situation, which already puts a bad taste in my mouth. If you have allegations of this degree against you, just make the stream about that, or at least start the stream off with that, and don't beat around the bush so hard. I mean, he wasn't just beating around the bush, he was digging a fucking trench around it with how much he was trying to avoid it, tippy-toe around the sensitive situation.
People want...
Show the message. Release the messages. Show the messages.
What are we in, 2nd grade?
I bet he wishes he was. Kind of a strange analogy to make whenever you're in the midst of a heated controversy over underage messaging allegations. I guess we see where his mind is still at, but anyways, a lot of people are asking through this, like, where are the Twitch logs? Why hasn't he shown the Twitch logs? And that's a good question. Why hasn't he shown the Twitch logs? That would clear everything up and leave without a shadow of a doubt that he's innocent if the story he's telling is true.
Yeah, just keep ignoring the issue and putting up this act. God, I'm so concerned and worried about everyone else's problems except mine because I'm dealing with a deeper depression and I like to project.
And he does that a lot during the stream. I don't know why. Maybe it's like a weird deflection method where he just tries to make fun of the people who are telling him to address the situation and talk about the situation and clear his name. He's acting like that's a bad thing to do whenever there's like this bad of a controversy surrounding you, that it's a bad thing that people want you to explain your side.
This was settled professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. I mean, for what? Cody? Why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the 2-time?
So that's when he finally starts going into it, and I don't want to show you clips of every single talking point that he goes into. There are summaries people posted on Twitter, and I'll add my own points to them, because like I said, he doesn't provide evidence. It's just him telling his story. So why not sum it up and give you the spark notes so you don't have to sit here and listen to an unnecessary amount of yapping in this video. Go watch his video for yourself and make your own opinion that way. But basically, he goes in and says again that he was not found guilty of anything, like he said in his tweet. And then he says it was all settled with Twitch. This all happened like 4 years ago, and that the individual involved didn't file a report, but the Twitch employee or Twitch themselves pushed them to file a report. And it was his own old Twitch partner manager, who he describes as being a terrible manager, that was targeting him and the one that escalated these messages to Twitch's legal team after Doc said he wanted a new manager because of how bad said manager was. Which made the manager hold a grudge of sorts, but apparently even Twitch themselves He says that internally Twitch and all the people agree that he did nothing wrong. And he says they didn't look at the age of consent where the messages were received, and says they don't know the meaning of sexting and all this kind of stuff, and explains it and gives the explanations. And he also claims that that manager took a bunch of out of context screenshots, and then that's what they sent to the Twitch legal team, which is what resulted in him getting banned. And this was also escalated to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, but they took no action over 4 years, and that's his claim to saying there was no wrongdoing committed. There was no underage sexting, no wrongdoing committed, like he said in the tweet. But that made some people scratch their noggins, rightfully so, wondering, like, he was admitting to the allegations put against him that there were inappropriate messages with a minor over Twitch whispers. But then now all of a sudden he's spinning a different narrative, saying that none of that even happened. But after spinning his own tale of the situation from his perspective, he had a little bit more to add, where he is name dropping a bunch of other streamers that have done terrible things and not got banned.
The reality is, they wanted to cut down the doc. Plain and simple. Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. I've got some examples right here. Example number 1. A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent.
I'm not denying that these things happened or that they're not horrible, but there's no reason or no point why these need to be brought up in his response to his own allegations. It just seems like a weird way of him jingling keys to get you to look over here and divert your attention from his own bad situation by saying, hey, look, other people did just as bad things. You want to jump on them, dogpile on them too?
Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming. Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract. Example number 3. Streamer was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves. Never suspended, but instead, given a multi-million-dollar contract. It's so obvious that certain Twitch executives, employees involved had personal biases against the doc.
I mean, no one's denying that Twitch has a favoritism issue, that they're biased towards certain streamers, but once again, that's not what this situation's about. It's about your allegations of inappropriately messaging, sexting with a minor over Twitch whispers, and not these other situations with other streamers who aren't even involved. Throwing other people under the bus doesn't lessen your own evil deeds that you've done. It's a great example of the right message, but the wrong messenger. And I think that's pretty much it. That sums it up. I just wanted to run through the bullet points of the points that he made and then throw in some clips, some certain specific talking points that he made to kind of give you a full picture of his whole narrative that he is spinning on his stream. I recommend you just go watch the whole thing for yourself if you want to form your own opinion, but those are my thoughts, and other than that, I'll catch you in the next one.